Hey guys, Viking 82 here, back to show off some more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. Got a nice stack of 2023 releases to show off here. Most of them, of course, are brand new albums, but the first two are actually some compilations that got put out this year that I wanted to show off and talk about a little bit. So we're just going to kick things off with Putra Darium in an exploration of burial perversions. And if you're not familiar with this band, they are a doom death band out of Marburg, Germany. Been around since 2020, and this is basically a compilation of all three of their demos, one from 2021 and two from 2022. This was put out by Head Split Records. And I've heard, in fact, I think I have one of the demos on tape, and yeah, these guys are really solid. I was really happy to see this get all three of these all in one spot, because, I do like collecting tapes, but to have all three on CD is even better for me. So yeah, really solid stuff. And then I was also excited to see that they had this as well. This is Torture Rack with Pit of Mutilation. Of course, Torture Rack, death metal band out of Portland, Oregon, been around since 2012. This is another Head Split compilation. Now, breaking it down, you have tracks 1 to 4 are the band's Medieval Mutilation demo tape from 2013. Tracks 5 to 8 are the Pit of Limbs EP from 2021. And then number 9 is a track from Head Split's Put to Death compilation that they put out in 2017. So pretty much gathers, I think, just about everything this band has put out thus far. This actually features Enigmatum drummer Pierce Williams on guitars and vocals, though he has since left the band since this has been put out. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but hey, he's got a lot on his plate. So I'm sure Torture Rack will still continue on and kick ass, but it's, again, really good to have this all in one spot. The next two I did reviews of, so you want my full thoughts, go check them out. Finally got my copy of the new Ominous Scriptures, Rituals of Mass Self-Ignition. And yeah, if you're not familiar with them, brutal death metal out of Minsk, Belarus, been around since 2013. This is their third full-length album put out by Willowtip Records. Absolutely killer death metal album. Definitely a highlight of the year thus far. And then we have Faith Extractor with Contempt for a Failed Dimension. Again, death metal out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Been around since 2005. Another project of Ash Thomas. Definitely a legend in the death metal scene, I would say. This is the fourth full-length album from this band, put out by Redefining Darkness Records. And yeah, as usual with Redefining Darkness, the physical product looks and sounds fantastic. Another solid death metal album. Alrighty. Now this next one would be a shock to some, because I've never talked about this band, and I've seen their stuff around for a long time. Never actually got around to checking them out. But I kept hearing this song from this album here in particular on Liquid Metal featuring Lizzie Hale on guest vocals, and I was really getting into it. So I started checking out some of their other stuff, and I was really starting to dig it. So I started picking up their album. So, of course, I got their latest one. This is Avatar with Dance Devil Dance. Of course, Avatar, melodic death metal, metalcore earlier on. Now they're more of a alternative metal / metalcore band out of Gothenburg, Sweden. Been around since 2001. This is their 9th full-length album put out by Black Waltz Records. And I really dig this album. It's really good. And of course, the track in particular that I was talking about, Violence No Matter What, featuring Lizzie Hale. Really good song. Really dig that. In fact, I went to go get some breakfast this morning, and I turned on the truck, and that song was playing. So yeah, very cool. Next up, yeah, been a while for this band. This is their first album in 8 years, but I got the new Ahab album. In fact, this was the first 2023 release that I picked up this year. Yeah, the latest one from Ahab, The Coral Tombs. Funeral Doom out of Germany, been around since 2004. This is their 5th full-length album put out by Napalm Records, and yeah, 8 years in between albums, but it was worth the wait, because this is a really solid album. Been a while since I listened to it, but man, those vocals. The vocals on here are just absolutely killer. I remember when I first heard Ahab, that was what really struck me with this band, was the vocals here. But yeah, really solid so far. Only gotten a chance to really spin it a couple times, but I really dig it. Next up, I had a promo for this, and I finally went ahead and picked up a copy. I do got to do a review of this here at some point, but this is a Methodontum with Harrowing. Yeah, Methodontum, technical black and death metal out of U.S. with actually I should say with members split up between the USA and Italy. Been around since just last year in 2022. Features current and former members of bands like Abhorrent, Humanity is Cancer, The Faceless, among others. This is their debut full-length album put up by Willow Tip Records, and yeah, 5 tracks, but damn, they are solid. Like I said, I have to do a review of this here at some point, so be on the lookout for that. One that I know me and the Thralls were pretty excited about, and a bunch of people, especially if you've been, if you're on Facebook and looking at all the posts about this album, but this is the newest one from Sangua, Homicidal Ecstasy. And yeah, that name is not easy to say. But yeah, Sangua, they are a death metal band out of Columbus, Ohio. Been around since 2019, featuring current and former members of bands like Undeath, Mutilatred, Limb Splitter, among others. This is their second full-length album put out just this year, obviously, by Century Media Records. And yeah, I've been hearing the track Pissed on Liquid Metal quite a bit up until the release of this album, and yeah, it got me really excited, and when I finally got the whole album, it kicks just as much ass. I'm really digging this album a lot. So yeah, this potentially has a chance to make it on the year-end list. I know it's kind of early to be talking about that, but it's just that damn good in my opinion. Next up, Catatonia with Sky Void of Stars. Of course, Catatonia, another legendary band in my mind, started out as a doom death band, now more of a gothic, progressive rock / metal band. Definitely in the gloomy area of things. Based out of Stockholm, Sweden, been around since 1991. This is their 13th full length. Hard to believe. Out now on Napalm Records, and I really like this album. I mean, you can't really say that it's heavy, and you're honestly, when it comes to Catatonia, especially newer Catatonia, them and heavy don't always go together. They might have some heavy moments, but this is definitely not like super, super heavy. But yeah, really good stuff. In fact, you hear the song, I think it's Birds, gets played quite a bit on Liquid Metal as well. And yes, I do listen to Liquid Metal on SiriusXM, among other channels, because, you know, got a nice little drive to and from work, so I got to have something to listen to. But yeah, really good stuff. Go check it out. Another one that I got a promo of. I got to do a review for this, but I was really excited to finally pick up an actual copy. This is Active Impalement with Infernal Ordinance. God, I cannot talk today. Yeah, Active Impalement, doom, black, death metal band out of Nashville, Tennessee. Been around since 2012. This is their second full-length album put out by Caligari Records. And I actually became a fan of this band when I did kind of a flyby of their debut Perdition Cult from 2018 on tape. So when I got the promo for this, I was super excited, and even more excited when I finally got the physical copy, because this album absolutely kicks ass. If you love solid death metal with some black and doom elements in it, go check out Active Impalement. Next up, the latest one from Moriam, Rise to Power. Of course, Moriam, death metal band out of Birmingham, England. God, I cannot talk today. I am sorry. Been around since 2015. Of course, features Carl Willits, formerly of Bolt Thrower, on vocals. This is the 5th full-length album put out by Reaper Entertainment, and I've only gotten to spin this once, but sounds pretty good so far. In fact, I think I have the first couple of Moriam, I know for sure, but I think their last couple I don't remember ever picking up. But I saw this, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get that, because I do like some Moriam. And like I said, I've only spun it once, but I'm enjoying it so far. Next up, Obituary, Dying of Everything. Of course, everybody who's into metal, especially death metal, knows who Obituary are. Death metal band out of Gibbonston, Florida. Been around since 1988. This is their 11th full-length album put out by Relapse Records. When they released the single, The Wrong Time, a lot of people were kind of shitting on it. At least I was noticing that. But I really liked that song. And I was excited, especially once they released the album cover and everything, to pick this up. And Obituary did not disappoint. I think this is a really solid album so far, though I've only given it a couple of spins, so we'll see how it sets as the year progresses. But yeah, Obituary with Dying of Everything. Go check it out. Next up, Defy the Curse with Horrors of Human Sacrifice. Of course, Defy the Curse, death metal / crust band out of the Netherlands. Been around since 2016. This is the band's debut full-length album put out by Hammerheart Records, which that label puts out some amazing quality stuff. And this actually comes with a second disc, which contains their Defy the Curse EP from 2018. So that's really cool to kind of get everything all in one package. And yeah, really solid stuff. All I can say is just go check this one out. Really good. I don't have much to say about it because like I said, I've only had a chance to really listen to it a couple times. And last but most certainly not least, one that has definitely been getting a lot of playtime on my playlist at work is the brand new one from In Flames entitled Foregone. Can hardly read that damn thing. Badass artwork. Right off the bat, I really want a shirt of this. But, of course, In Flames, another, what many would say, a legendary band. This time, melodic death metal out of Gothenburg, Sweden. Been around since 1990. This is their 14th album, put out by Nuclear Blast Records. And I think this is some of their best work in a long time. I've really enjoyed the last couple, but this one definitely, I think, beats both of those. Some people were saying that it kind of is in response to... the Halo Effect. God, I could not think of their name to save my life. Which, featured former In Flames members, and many said had that old In Flames feel to it. But I don't know about that. But this definitely has a lot of the old In Flames feel to it, and I dig the hell out of it. Like I said, it's been getting a lot of listens at work. And of course, you know me, and this time it was not from Newberry Comics, but from their official web store. I had to get the autographed copy. So really excited to have a signed copy of this. This is like the, I think, second or third album from them that I've gotten fully signed. Newberry Comics did have a signed edition, but it came with just a little postcard that was signed by the band. This one was signed on the booklet like I like it. So had to pick that up as well. So yeah, really glad to add that to the collection. All right, that is going to do it. Sorry for all the fumbling and mumbling that I was doing. I was just having a hell of a time with this video. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.